guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Okay guys, so it's definitely that time of year again. It only happens twice a year. It is the Sephora holiday bonus event. Now this starts for Rouge people from November 1st to November 11th, and for the VIB and Insider members it begins November 7th and goes all the way to November 11th as well. So the percentages are a little bit different in terms of who gets what. So the Rouge people get 20% off, the VIB gets 15% off, and the Insider gets 10% off. So either way, Sephora never has sales usually like on all of their stuff, so it's super amazing that they do this. It's a great time for you to restock on things and try new things that you've had your eye on. This year, I don't know who, what, when, or how, but I'm gonna throw up a little screenshot of my cart. For some unknown reason, it is exorbitantly high this year. The total is $311. I don't know why. I don't know how Sephora gets me. Every year they get me. I always splurge during these sales because they, like I said, they do not have it very often. So the first thing I'm going to mention that's in my cart is the Laneige lip sleeping mask. And I also purchased this last year. I purchase it during every sale. It's just my go-to lip balm still. I really enjoy it. I love that it came in like a tubey form. It's very glossy and pretty, super wearable during the day, not just like a lip sleeping mask like the name says. They came out with a limited edition flavor, and that's mint chocolate chip. And I don't know why, but I just love the way mint feels as a lip product. I love like that burny, not burny, but kind of burny sensation that mint has on your lips. This guy goes for $20 US and unfortunately $26 Canadian. Getting any type of percentage off of that would be absolutely amazing. And if you haven't tried Laneige lip balm yet, I highly suggest you do. It's absolutely amazing and it'll be one of your go-tos as well. So the next thing in my cart now, I am literally so excited about this item. So I purchased this actually in last year's holiday bonus event. It was something that I've been eyeing that my friend actually tried, but I didn't want to pay the full amount for. So this is the Tom Ford Laneige highlighter and blush glow stick. So this year they've come out with way better shades in my opinion, way more wearable. I had Sunstruck before, which the highlight I'm currently wearing, I use it as a base of any time I do highlight because it has a very emollient, like kind of oily finish, but the way it just blends into your skin is stunning. And I lightly dust a highlight usually on top, and I just adore the way it sits on my skin. It's the best cream highlight I've ever tried, and this year they came out with a color called Laneige. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that exactly right, but it has a very gold, like lighter highlight, lighter than the current one that I have, as well as a peach blush. So the blush currently that I have is very, very bright. It's like almost like bright red. So anytime I've tried to wear it, it's like very unwearable. This one, it's saying it's a peach color. So like, I'm just so excited to try that. It's $55 US and it is $73 Canadian. So I'm really happy to be able to save 20% off of that because that's a really freaking high. Next on the list, now this is another luxury item. Like I do love to buy my luxury items when there's a sale, obviously, because why not try to get the most percentage off I can on those luxury items. And I also shop through eBay, so I get 20% off plus a little bit, which I always it's just satisfying. If you haven't tried eBates, you guys should definitely try it. It's amazing. It's not a gimmick. Anyways, back to business. Now, last year I grabbed the Hourglass, I believe it was the Edit Unlocked limited edition face palette. I use this thing to death. I use it every single time I do my makeup. I absolutely love it. So they've come out with it again. Now, I haven't hit pan on absolutely everything in there. The highlight is starting to hit pan and the bronzer is completely hit pan. So I decided not to go with the face palette this year, though if you guys have been eyeing it and didn't have a chance to get it last year, I highly recommend you do. You will not regret it. It's very, very high priced. It's a little bit unfair in the pricing. It's $80 US and $105 Canadian. And yes, I do understand that's really high, but when I tell you I use it every single time I do my makeup, I absolutely do. It's wonderful to travel with. There's a blush in there, there's a highlight in there, there's a bronzer in there, as well as face powder. So it's like a go-to for everything. It's very sturdy. Really great packaging. The colors this year, actually, if you're lighter skin tone than me, you will absolutely love it. It's like more catered to lighter skin tones in my opinion. This year, I'm going to be grabbing the blush palette. So this is the Ambient Lighting Blush Palette. Ghost. It has 4 different shades of the blush in here, and now like I said, own it. It's my absolute favorite blush formula I've ever used. I love the way it sits on the skin. I love that it has like a slight glow, but not the type that would give you texture. It's so beautiful. And to have 4 different shades that are suitable for every single look I do, I would just absolutely love that. Would be great to travel with. This guy goes for $75 Canadian, and $58 US. So I will definitely be picking that up. But like I mentioned, the highlight actually is beginning to hit pan. It's called the Hourglass Strobe Lighting Powder. Now, they don't have the exact shade that came in that pan, but they do have a shade Euphoric that I really, really want to try. It's going to go for $24 US. And it's going to go for $32 Canadian. I just love Hourglass face powders in general, so I definitely want to have this in the repertoire. I am going to not go the full $54 Canadian. I'm going to get the mini because I do have a lot of highlights in my collection and I just love mini sizes for that reason. You can still use it, but you don't need to commit to that full $54 giant size that you most likely won't get through. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm going to be grabbing. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. I never heard of it until I actually actively was searching for something very natural, very organic, because it's not me who uses this, it's actually for my daughter. So it's called the Earth's Nectar Leave-In Conditioner Spray. Now, my daughter has extremely fine hair, so I have to be very, very careful what kind of products I use in her hair because it can look very heavy or greasy very fast. This is what I use to style her hair every day. So what I will do is spray some of it on and then with that comb it through. It's a perfect detangler and it really works well with styling, so I'm not getting something that's super sticky or too much for her hair, but I'm still able to like mold it and like smooth it down and do like really pretty updos and like tying it in pretty buns and ponytails. So that's a product that I love, and if you are looking for a leave-in conditioner spray or like detangler type thing, I highly recommend it. So the Earth's Nectar leave-in conditioner goes for $23.50 US and it goes for $25 Canadian, and I think it's really fairly priced. It lasts a good amount of time. I use it almost every day on my daughter's hair and I have to buy it like I'd say every 4 to 6 months. So it's really, really great. Highly recommend that. So last but certainly not least is the Giorgio Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Foundation. Now this, it hurts, it physically hurts to have to pay $80 for a foundation, but I tried it. It was my first bottle. I fell in love, head over heels, in love with the product. So I am going to be rebuying it, especially when I get 20% off. At first I was really nervous about it because I don't like luminous foundations. I'm an oily girl. I like stuff that'll keep my like oils at bay, but like not overly dry me out either because that makes you look textured. This is not overly luminous at all. If you guys have been considering trying it, it is beautiful. I'm thinking especially in the winter months, like it's been summer and I still love it. I wore it every single day when I was on vacation in Italy and it was extremely hot and it like held up so, so well. My girlfriend actually wore it on her wedding in Jamaica and it looked stunning, divine, everything. Highly recommend if you've been eyeing it. When you have a percentage off, it's the right time to grab it. I wear shade 6.5. I'm actually wearing it today. I love the way it makes my skin look. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything that is in my shopping cart. I love this sale. I wish it would happen more often. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and happy shopping. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!